Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Blunt Talks. My apologies, I haven't posted in a while, and that's a combination of YouTube giving me a strike and banning me for a week, and basically not wanting to post because I'm unsure why I got a strike, because I've been making that same type of content for a long time, and now all of a sudden they're striking my videos. So basically, I'm just not going to do any product reviews, anything that's showing cannabis on camera or nothing like that. Luckily, I do have a website where I'm posting all of my cannabis strain reviews, and that's at BluntTalkzz.com with 2 Z's, which is right under the screen right here. So X that into your brain. If you want to check out the good videos that I usually post, you can go check them out at BluntTalkzz.com. So now that we got that out the way, today we're going to be talking about a topic that isn't talked about a lot, but is important to the game, man. And that is basically the connoisseur's closet, bro. There's 3 different markets that are basically all competing with each other, and one of them isn't talked about that much unless you're on deep Reddit threads like micro growing and social media. But mainstream YouTube, a lot of people like that really aren't talking about this. And basically what it is a clash between these 3 markets, which is obviously the legal cannabis market, the gray black market, and the third one that nobody really talks about, which is the heads market. And this is the market that is basically like the culture that is all about genetics. These are the true connoisseurs, the people that are either growing cannabis themselves, want to grow cannabis themselves, or look for a grower to buy their cannabis from, because they're looking for exceptional genetics. They're looking for cannabis that isn't all about high THC or like dessert profile strains. They're looking for like very specific terpene and cannabinoid profiles, and that's what they're trying to grab. So what it is it's like a counterculture that's going on right now in a lot of cannabis communities. And the counterculture is the hype strains, like the big hype strains that we're going to use for this case study is lemon cherry gelato, cereal milk, and permanent marker. These are the 3 cannabis strains that are considered hype strains in 2025, and they have been blown up all over social media, every market. All the dispensaries are charging top dollar for these 3 strains because of the hype and bag appeal that it brings. And these strains are usually rushed to market, and they're boasted by big canna, because they make it seem like these strains are like, appealing. They're dessert, like they smell desserty, lemon cherry gelato, cereal milk, you know what I'm saying? And they got these crazy high THC percentages that draws people in, but the genetics on the back end are trash, man. You know what I'm saying? Herming is going on, which causes the if the cannabis is rushed to market, herming is a major thing that growers talk about, and consumers as well. Because what happens is if you're not running these 3 seeds through multiple generations, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to get a good genetic base off of the seeds, you know what I'm saying? And that's basically what's happening with these hype strains and the counterculture between the hype market and the heads market, which is what I'm trying to explain. The connoisseurs, the growers, the true cannabis makers, man. The craft, small batch cannabis markets. The reason the dispensaries really don't grow the best cannabis strains, it's all about money. So when you're dealing with the legal cannabis market, all these companies are picking certain strains for certain reasons, whether it's for a high yield, for a faster flowering period, you know what I'm saying? Or for a high THC base. All these strains are strategically hand-picked by the legal market to produce high yields, high THC percentages, and very minimal terpene and CBD, cannabinoid profiles. And this is why a lot of the cannabis that you're getting from the dispensary is brittle. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't smell that good. The smell isn't there. It doesn't hit you with that loud aroma. You know what I'm saying? And, it's just not what you would expect for a $50, $60 eighth, which is how much a premium eighth in New Jersey costs. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not saying that every single grower in the legal market isn't growing good weed. I'm saying that on average, you're getting mediocre weed. Now, there's a lot of good brands in New Jersey that's growing phenomenal cannabis, bro. There's more and more small craft cannabis that are taking the risk and getting the better genetics, opposed to the higher yields and high THC percentages, man. But this is a real thing going on, man. There's a battle behind the scenes, bro. There's a battle between the hedge market, the hype strain market, and of course, the legal market. They're all battling each other. You gotta understand, man, as the legal market grows and all these dispensaries are competing against each other, you can't just compete on price alone. You know what I'm saying? Because as more dispensaries pop up, the prices are gonna go down everywhere. So dispensaries are competing on a much more trust level. We're talking about brand loyalty. Brands are trying to earn the loyalty and trust of their consumers. And the only way that you can do that is to grow, make the top, best quality you possibly can. If you're going to shovel out, middle of the pack cannabis like Curaleaf or some other cannabis places out there, these MSOs, multi-state operators that got a dispensary in every legal market in the country or maybe even worldwide, they are dominating a lot of markets and putting out shitty weed for a high price tag. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to bring this to your attention a little bit, and obviously I trying to do something different, like a little more educational, so YouTube doesn't try to ban my video. I hope this helped, guys, because it is actually a really cool thing to talk about, and it's more nuanced and niche than what people are usually talking about. I did a full deep dive on my website if you want to check it out. I will leave the link in the comment or the description, depending on which one they'll allow me to, or I'll just leave it on the screen right below so you guys can see it. But it's BluntTalkzz.com with 2 Z's. If you go to my website, you can check out all my strain reviews. I got over 4,000 cannabis strains. I also build an amazing cannabis concierge and plant doctor. So basically, this AI that I built is an expert in cannabis. You can ask it anything. You can ask it the difference between Blue Dream and Durban Poison. You can ask it to give you cannabis suggestions that have high THC, a little bit of CBD, and the presence of CBN. And it'll give you those real life suggestions in seconds, man. Revolutionary tool, man. Check it out, guys. BluntTalkzz.com. Sorry, I haven't made a video in a long time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. And, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up if you're digging the content. And stay lit, guys. Peace.